say hi, I'm Ekun from Singapore. I'm a nurse, but now I'm an internet marketer. Okay, so one more time. 1, 2, 3. Hi, I'm Ekun from Singapore. I'm a nurse, but now I'm an internet marketer. I never imagined I one day will become an internet marketer. How did I get here? Here's my story. My younger days, I look after patients after their open heart surgery in the intensive care unit. I love my job. And I also counsel my some patients who are depressed, suicidal. And so I was also looking after and counseling patients who are depressed and suicidal. And subsequently, years after, I left the profession, I left the hospital to devote more time to care and counsel these individuals who are depressed and suicidal. And when the earthquake comes, beginning from Turkey in 1999, I started to volunteer my services at disaster medical relief missions after earthquake and tsunami. Okay, in my spare time, I was counseling depressed suicidal. After several years, I realized I need more time to devote to them. So therefore, I left the hospital. I joined the direct sale and network marketing industry because of the flexibility of time, and I could devote more time with them. I was homebound on wheelchair. I was coughing, short of breath every single day. I couldn't work. So I was asking myself, is there another option for me? Is there something that I can do? Work less preferably, and earn the same money, or better still, earn more money? If yes, what it is? 2011, I was introduced to internet marketing. Like every internet marketing newbie, I bought many programs. Matt Lloyd came to Singapore. I also bought his program, which is MOP licensee right. Of course, I was ill at that time. I couldn't do anything. I didn't do any of those programs. But there's one thing I decided I could do at that point in time. I could stay at home and attend webinar. So I decided I would do that every single day. I did that for exactly 1 year. And then after 300 webinars, what seems incomprehensible, because internet marketing is so new to me, I didn't understand a word they say, but after 300 webinars, it began to make sense to me. My whole business collapsed, so I realized I need a change. So I asked myself, is there any other option for me? Is there something I can do? Work less, but pay the same. Or better still, work less and earn much more. If there is, what it is? In July 2013, I attended Matt Lloyd's webinar called Fast Lane to Big Profit. It was a very special webinar. Why? Because Matt said he's going to give free Mercedes to his partners around the world. So I asked him, Matt, are you sure? Because cars in Singapore is so expensive. Are you aware of that? He said, yes, I am. So I said, okay, you know, I'm sure most of you by now knows that cars are the most expensive in Singapore. Before you even go and buy a car, you have to bid and purchase a certificate or an entitlement, or in short, it's called COE. And it's so expensive. In March 2013, just 4 months before Matt came with this webinar, the COE was at its peak, 100,000 Sing dollar. And that's before you even buy the car. So at that point in time, my car was 10 years old, and in Singapore the rule is if your car is 10 years, you have to scrap your car, or you buy a new car, or you bid and purchase the COE, and you can extend for another 10 years if your car is good, still good. So I reckon after 6 weeks of contemplation, I knew I couldn't afford that. So I gave up driving for 2 years. And then, guess what? I mean, when Matt said he's going to give a free Mercedes, I just can't believe it. It's just incredible. It's almost a miracle. So, to me, it's like, hey, there is hope for me. I can drive again. You know, after all, you have to work. So I got down to work immediately. I bought the MTTV 21 step. I quickly, diligently and faithfully, I did the 21 steps. But before I could even finish the 21 steps, I remember I finished 15 steps, and I just knew this is my other option for my retirement. So I say, okay, because Matt say he's gonna give all his partners around the world free Mercedes. Wow! I thought that is fantastic, because in Singapore, cars are so expensive. Before you could even purchase a car, you have to bid and pay for a certificate of entitlement, or COE in short, and that can cost as much as high as 100,000. And that's the reason why in March 2013, I gave up driving, because I couldn't afford the 100,000 before even buying the car. So now that in March 4 months before Matt Lloyd, no, balik again, 4 months before Matt and make this announcement to give a free Mercedes, I have to give up my car of 10 years because I couldn't afford COE, which is at its peak of 100,000. In life, if you give up old things, let go of old things, good things actually come to you later on, better things. So I'm so glad I let go of my old car, because now when Matt Lloyd wants to give me a car, when I qualify a car, I can have it. I don't have a problem to dispose the other new car, which if I have bought it. So I'm so happy that in Singapore, I can now own a car because Matt is going to pay for the COE and the car. Hallelujah. Matt, thank you very much for the major change. This is so incredible, and thank you for this beautiful car. I love it, and it's so good to be able to drive again in Singapore. It means so much to me and my family. Thank you once again. Many senior and baby boomers, they are very concerned about their retirement. They cannot imagine there are good options out there for them. As a senior and baby boomer myself, I want to go out there and help them so that they can firstly be financially independent and then be financially free. I love to see every single one of them enjoy a lifestyle of time and money freedom. Of course, they have plenty of time when they retire, but the money part is always a problem for retirees. So I look forward to help every single one of them to achieve that. So if you are a senior, baby boomer, or not so senior, but looking at retirement plan, an option, I encourage you to take a look at MOPE. And all of us at MOPE look forward to welcome you on board. God bless you.